tonight's coach's interview, brought to you by ServiceNow with Suns coach Monty Williams. Monty, your first road game in this series, near capacity in this building. What are you most impressed with the way your team started?
Well, we scored the ball. We turned it over a little bit, but we're scoring the ball. We can find more threes if we hit the corner, man. Our dives have been effective for us this series, but we got to play better defense and understand that we're playing against a good team on their home floor.
It appears as if Nikola Jokic is going to look to score himself a little bit more. How, if at all, do you adjust your defense if that's the case?
Well, we got to shift and show him bodies. He just won the MVP, so we know he's a great player. DA's done a really good job on him, but our team defense has to be at a high level.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Guys?
Wait, everybody, hold on. We just saw a turnover. Chris Paul just turned the ball over. That's going to be a good sign for the Denver Nuggets.
It does not happen often.
No.
He had won through the first 2 games of this series at 26 assists. Only Johnny Moore back in 1983 with a better assist-to-turnover ratio through 2 playoff games in a series.
And if you don't remember that Johnny Moore playoff series, you honestly, you're
Richard
missing
is
out.
going to pick a bone with you.
Oh, God, that's one you got to go back and check out, ladies and gentlemen.
Knocked out of bounds by Denver. Austin Rivers and Paul Millsap were trying to convince Ben Taylor that it had last hit Phoenix. With the Suns with a chance here, and little bunny doesn't roll in for Payne.
And we talked about the Phoenix Suns being 4th in the league in first quarter defense. They're even better in the second quarter. They're 3rd in the league. So this is a team that comes out and puts a ton of pressure on you in the first half.
Here is Paul. Eyes up. Out there with Saric, Johnson, Payne, and Torrey Craig. Paul mid-range, not that time, and Green secures it for Denver.
Watch for this post up from Millsap.
Green straight on 3, too strong. Good job by Millsap to set up Morris. He got it. Monte Morris, much more aggressive, and already 9 points for Morris. And really struggled through the first 2 games of this series. Saric got hooked, still finished, plus the foul.
And Saric, when you think about the way he's played in this league, he's been a contributor on some very good teams. And here, just going at my guy, Paul Millsap, that's a tough matchup. Coach Malone talked about Paul Millsap had the hardest job in the league. He's the backup to the MVP. So, Paul's done good in the limited minutes, but, that Jokic is always coach's security blanket. He said, always trying to get him back in the game. So, Paul has been a professional doing the best that he can in that tough role.
Morris, Millsap, Green, Barton, and Rivers, the 5 for Denver. Nice crossover there for Morris. Now he's trapped. Rivers with 8 to shoot. Rivers cradles and reverses it home. A 40-32 lead for Phoenix. Paul flings it out. Payne on the attack, stripped by Millsap. Last hit him. And that's the 3rd or 4th time we've seen Millsap get his hands in there for a deflection.
And Austin Rivers, this is a man that was looking for a job a couple of months ago, has been so instrumental in this Denver Nuggets success. Played great in that Portland series, and they need him to get going here and keep contributing the way he has.
Lost it there. Craig off the steal.
I can't give you that hype, Austin, when you turn the ball over.
It's not the way television works.
That's not the way television works, man. Come on, Austin.
Barton being chased by Payne. Barton trying to shake Payne, could not, still floated it in.
If anybody wondering how good Will Barton is, don't worry, just ask him. This is a man that is not lacking in confidence, missing tons of time, but he has been begging the coach to take off that restriction minute and just give him an opportunity to go out there and do what he does.
Foul called against Barton there as he tried to jockey with Saric. You see for Barton, 16 minutes in Game 2, his first game since April 23rd, and missed the previous 20 games. For a little more on Barton, here's Israel.
Thanks, and yeah, we talked to Michael Malone about it, and he said after during his 16 minutes, he had the 10 points, 3 assists, like you mentioned. He said he took him out and told Barton, "Hey, I got to take you out." And he said he gave him a look of bewilderment, and he definitely didn't want to come out of the game. Coach Malone also said, "You know what? Everybody keeps talking about the defense. We're an offensive team. We need offense, and he is an instant impact player, Will Barton. So we can probably assume that Michael Malone might push a few minutes past 16 if Will Barton's playing well tonight, guys."
I think that's a safe assumption, Israel. As Green tried to shovel it off the backboard to himself, got fouled from behind, and is going to shoot two.
Well, he was watching Nikola Jokic do it the other night, but let's be really honest. The Denver Nugget backcourt with Will Barton and Jamal Murray, that might, even then, against Devin Booker and Chris Paul, that might not match up. So when you have one of them out and one of them hurt, look, that's going to be very, very difficult for you to overcome.
Soccer, NBA, and UFC highlight our Saturday sports lineup. We'll have the Euro matchup between Belgium and Russia on ABC, plus Game 3 of Jazz Clippers at 8:30 Eastern, and we cap the night with UFC 263 on ESPN Plus pay-per-view. Now that's a lineup. Denver has chipped away, made this a 4-point game after trailing by as many as 13. It's an 11-3 Denver run.
Well, you've been getting contributions from Monte Morris, who had been struggling. You've been getting contributions from Michael Porter Jr., who struggled in Game 2.
Eaton the offensive rebound, sets up Craig, who cans the three. The former Nugget.
Cash considerations. Cash considerations. That's how the Phoenix Suns picked him up, and they have been very appreciative of those considerations.
Monty Williams says he does all the things you didn't realize you needed. Millsap on the spin, the footwork, couldn't finish it. Ayton secures the rebound. Here comes Paul. Jokic still on the bench. Booker to Craig for two. 5 straight Torrey Craig points, and Michael Malone needs a timeout. Second quarter action.